Nuns ball.
Forgive them for having a language of their own. After all, referees are a breed apart. Welsh-born Julie Maxwell is the latest recruit to that breed, her interest ignited by Wales' glory years of the 70s. What makes a 26-year-old science teacher from Northampton take up the whistle?
I've always loved the game of rugby. As I was growing up, I could see my brothers playing rugby, and it seemed a lot more fun than some of the games I could have played. And I kept on saying, well, why can't I play rugby? And I was always told that my physique was not as it should be for a rugby player.
But years later, that wouldn't deter her from following her husband's playing career.
And whether it was raining, freezing cold, whatever, I was always out watching. Because I feel the cold so badly, Hamish said to me, well, why didn't you run the line? You know what you're doing. So I said, all right then. And so started running the line, and it just seemed to be one step on from there.
There's no doubting Julie's motivation, but how far does she feel she can progress in refereeing?
Well, at the moment, I'd like to work my way up the gradings as far as possible. I don't know how far I'll be able to go, but I would like to go as far as I can. It'd be nice to actually go out and do the senior games rather than just the junior games at the moment. But then I have to move up the ranks quite a bit for that. And it would be nice to see women actually doing internationals at some stage, whether it be myself or somebody else. It'd be nice to do.
But back to the present, though, and match day for Julie. Gone now the days when she just ran the line for husband Hamish.
He thinks it's great that I'm out there. He thinks it's terrific that I'm actually going out being a referee.
Has he seen you referee yet?
He's only seen me referee mini tournaments. I won't allow him to come and watch me. At least I wouldn't before, but now I'm qualified, then it'd be quite nice. But I must admit, I think he secretly misses having me on the sideline. He doesn't admit it.
And today's match for Julie at Nuneaton, Old Edwardians thirds against Coventry Tech, and for most of the players, their first experience of a woman ref.
Vincent, can I come in? Yeah. Okay, I'd like to check your studs, please.
I think at the moment I'm still a novelty, so everyone's still sort of asking me, you know, why did you get into it? And I can never leave the bar after the game. I've had a number of comments on how women referees seem to calm down the game. There's very little, or there has been so far, very little violence. The language is cut down. But when it comes to their game, maybe the punches are sort of stopped and the language is stopped, but nothing else is just as hard.
What 10? Language. I don't accept that on the pitch. Come on, Jen. Hi, Jen. There's one whistle on the pitch, that's mine. Listen.
The match is a closely fought affair, but then approaching the end, controversy. Julie awards a penalty try.
Penalty try because you were all offside.
Final score, Old Eds 3's 12, Coventry Tech 0. The home side delighted, but Coventry Tech aren't happy with that penalty try decision.
That was, I think, the only point we all disagreed on with it, actually. I mean, I didn't see, but all our backs stated that they were behind the line, and she got them for offside. If you're behind the line, you're all right. So that was the only decision that we felt really hard done by. Yeah, no
Mark
problem.
out of 10.
Out of 10, right. 7. First game, we get a 7.
For rugby players, sex is irrelevant largely. It doesn't really matter whether it's a male or a female referee. But I don't know, it was a difficult situation. We all went out with the attitude of being chivalrous and let's look after her and things, but it wasn't really necessary. She took control from the first. And 5-10 minutes into the game, we knew we'd got a referee and we just got on with it, simple as that. I think the way she kept the game flowing, we've got to give her at least 9 out of 10. It was a good game. I think both sides did enjoy it.
But for the expert opinion, we took Julie to the most qualified of judges, international referee Clive Norling.
Seen the film. That's what the players thought of me. What are your opinions?
This is the reports from the two captains. One's given you an excellent performance, an A. The other one's given you a B. I certainly felt from the film that you had a very good game, considering the standard of the game. Then obviously what I'm looking for is that the right referee is in the right game, and I certainly thought that you controlled the game very well, very firm control, good advantage, good decisions, and you kept up with play, and certainly the most important thing, you added to the enjoyment of the players on the day.
Well, Clive, there was one controversial point in that match, the penalty try. What was your assessment of it?
It takes a very courageous referee to give a penalty try, and I thought Jubilee was very courageous in that situation. And there was no doubt that the red and white side were going to score the pushover try, and that through offside, the defending side actually prevented it illegally, and I'm all for it.
Julie, have you learnt much today at all from meeting this man?
It's very nice to actually hear somebody as high a class ref as Clive saying such complimentary things about me. I suppose it gives myself and other female referees the motivation to carry on and go as far as we can.
And I'm all for it. I mean, if that's the standard of control that we get in games, then it really doesn't matter what sex you actually are on the field.
Do you ever see a time when maybe a lady will referee an international?
Oh, I'd love that at Twickenham. Can you imagine a Welsh woman running out to Twickenham to referee England and Scotland in the Calcutta Cup match?
Since that story was recorded, Julie Maxwell's husband has died, and our deepest sympathies go to her and to her family.